Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snurdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. You know that she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie, she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snurdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snurdy, ooh. Black and Snurdy, yeah.
Okay, hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snurdy podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned nerds here on episode... Shit.
157.
Hold on. Shoot.
Are you making sure we're on the...
Yes, we are good. We're good. Sorry. How are you doing? Episode 157 of the Black and Snurdy podcast.
Yes. Do you want to do that again or
No, that's fine.
Okay.
We're good. How are you doing?
Yeah.
That's it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just meh.
My stomach hurts.
Mm-hmm.
All this trouble just because I didn't get pregnant. I don't understand. Why do I have to be traumatized each month because I didn't have a little alien growing inside me?
It's like the universe is trying to convince you that having a baby would be great.
Sometimes I think that it's working.
By pointing out the fact that you not having a baby is fucking with you.
Oh my God. You know that some women don't have a period until like...
Who are these women?
And because after you have a baby, a lot of times you won't have your period for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But especially if you're breastfeeding. Like I know someone who didn't have, they didn't stop breastfeeding until their baby was like a year or so, and they didn't have a period. That's 2 years without a period.
Wow.
Can you imagine? 2 years? That's amazing.
I was actually trying to figure out, so like how long does the body produce milk?
As long as the child's drinking it.
Okay, but like...
Or somebody's drinking it. As long as someone is suckling from your teat.
That's literally milk. The activation of it? It's okay.
Well, I mean, the activation is being pregnant. You can't produce the milk without that. Although, I have heard of women who were not pregnant who were able to stimulate their... memories or whatever holds the milk to breastfeed a baby, like, but that would be
just like in The Boys.
Well, not that intense, but because they were like but maybe if they had the baby with them a lot, like there have been stories of like women who like adopted or something like that who were able to breastfeed. And funny enough, that show I was watching on Hulu, the Polyamory Family, your favorite show.
So what did
one of the wives in the group, the Polycube or whatever they call themselves, she had a baby about a year before, or I think the baby is a year or so old, and then the new wife who just had a baby, she was trying to see if she could like do some work to get her milk to start flowing again so she could help breastfeeding. It didn't work, but it is something you do. Now I'm curious, I have to look up if you could do that, if you could stimulate your glands, the milk glands, if you have never had a baby.
What, with like electroshock? Like what do you mean stimulate your glands?
Why would you be shocking your boobs?
Because it's shocking your body to have a baby. Your body is in shock, right? Like when a baby is growing in there, your body is in shock, and that's why it's reacting in extreme ways. Like now your body is producing all of these hormones, and your feet is swelling, and your nipples are rigid, and everything is shocking because of this element that's growing inside of you.
Technically, yes, your body is in shock, but there's no electric shocks happening to the body.
Folks, where's the lie?
It's just the hormones signal to your mammaries or whatever they're called to produce milk. But even then, sometimes you could be pregnant and push the baby out and not be able to produce milk as well, for whatever reason. So our bodies just are interesting things that anything can happen. So sometimes they, like, I guess with the women who have not had a baby or did not push the baby out to start breastfeeding, I feel like it has to be something like an extreme reaction from your body. Because I would still, if you all know, please let us write in and tell us if somebody has never had a baby, would it be possible due to their constant close proximity with an infant, would they be able to produce milk? Because the thing with babies, when they cry, that's when, usually you'll start leaking or the milk will start coming out.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah, it triggers the body.
The sound of and that's why cats mimic the sound of crying babies. So in theory, a woman could leak milk from the sound of a cat. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard
that's
anything
why
like that happening.
That's why there are such things as cat ladies.
That is the most ridiculous conspiracy theory.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
That is a cross.
Cats do mimic the sound of crying babies in order to get attention. This is why they're fucking nefarious.
A baby
and I don't respect them or like them.
A cat are two different things.
No, I know they're different. Your body
is not going to react in the same way because they're completely different species. Why would you start leaking for a cat? You can't feed the cat with your milk. And then I hope nobody has ever tried doing that.
But cats do like milk.
Nobody said that. That is a false thing. You're not actually supposed to.
Cats love cream.
You're not supposed to give cats milk. I don't know how that started.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
That is a myth. That yes, people do give
cats saucer milk. Of milk.
They do give cats milk, but you're not supposed to. Only things that are supposed to drink milk that you're giving those to the cats are the cows. Like just the same way humans shouldn't be drinking cow milk. Like cross species milking is not good for you. So you shouldn't do that for your cats. Get them from fucking tuna and call it a day. I don't know where this I don't know how or why, because obviously this was a extremely well-known thing all of our lives. It wasn't until I think when I became vegan, when I was like, people would just be debunking all these things that I would be finding out because I was like learning more about milk and stuff like that. But yeah, you're not supposed to give cats milk. So please don't do that.
Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day.
Shit spread around your house.
Yeah. Cat shit.
Just
cat shit. Maybe that'll be the
Are you ready to get into this episode?
Sure. Let's do a little bit of pop culture segment known as Pop Topics.
When you want a hot meal without a big deal, what are you gonna pick?
Pop Topics.
It's an avocado.
Are you gonna do that every time now with this avocado? Is that an eraser, by the way?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
It's just an avocado.
Oh, okay.
It's an avocado.
I don't even get this reference.
You don't remember that little Vine or whatever that was?
No, I didn't. I wasn't on Vine.
But it just went viral. Was it on Tout? It was a few years ago where like these parents.
It had to be more than a few years ago.
Well, probably like 10 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
But these parents, like they were filming, giving their son, who's probably like maybe no more than 5, giving him presents, whether it was Christmas, his birthday, or whatever. And they were pulling a prank on him to see how he was going to react, right? And I guess they were like, "Oh, let's wrap up this avocado." But when he pulled it out, he was so excited and was like, "It's an avocado."
Now imagine giving your child food and them being excited.
That's a cool thing. That he wasn't being like an asshole about it. Like, what the fuck you giving me an avocado for? That's the part where it was like cute, and that's why it stood the test of time.
Now I do want to have a kid so that I could film them receiving gifts and then the reaction of whether or not they're grateful. You know what I mean?
Well, that was what everybody was saying. Like, he was grateful regardless of what it was.
Yeah.
He was grateful, and that is something that we should all learn, to be grateful.
That's good parenting right there. Teaching your children to be grateful for whatever the fuck you get.
But I do still believe that if you are a child and you do not like something, or a person, whatever your age is, that you can be grateful and also saying, oh, this would not be something that I generally like. This is not something that I'm necessarily into. However, I am so thankful for you for thinking about me in this time. So I don't think that you should just have to be forced to like something, because then you're going to keep getting terrible shit. However, the point is
this is very true.
The point is to be grateful that someone thought about you. Mm-hmm. And said, like, I want to get you something. This is something I thought you would like, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And you are appreciative of that, while also saying, you know, this is not actually something I like, but I'm so grateful for you for getting this for me. Thank you so much. Because I think that is a way to keep yourself being kind.
Now, how do you go about teaching a child all of that? That's very nuanced.
It is, but I think that's like, okay. The other day, I saw this...
to not like something, but don't say that you don't like it, but to convey that you don't like it, but that you are grateful for it.
The other day, I saw this video of these parents were surprising their son with an actual, like, motor cross type of little bike, whatever.
Sure.
And what they gave him initially was...
a helmet?
No, they gave him, like, a toy one.
Okay.
But it wasn't a color that it was in red, and he liked the blue one or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. So when they gave it to him, he was like so excited. He was like, you know, thank you so much. And the mom asked him, because she already knew, she was like, well, is that the color that you would like? And he was like, no, this isn't the color that I would want, but thank you so much. Like, it's simple. It's that simple. He was excited. He was thankful. He was still like, this is such a great thing that you thought, you know, that I like this thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I have gotten so much Harry Potter shit. Everyone knows I love Harry Potter, right?
Yeah.
We're not talking about the turf, but we're just talking about the brand, right? Everybody knows I love this. So I get a lot of Harry Potter themed paraphernalia throughout the years.
Even right? I've probably given you something that was Harry Potter themed. I think like a fanny pack of some kind.
Yes, you did get, and now I will say I love what yours was great because it was Gryffindor, which is my house. Love Gryffindor, right? But I have gotten Hufflepuff stuff. I have gotten Slytherin stuff. I've gotten Ravenclaw. I've gotten random things from Harry Potter. When someone gave me a Hufflepuff scarf, I'm like, thank you so much. Now, the Hufflepuff is not my house, but I appreciate this so much because regardless,
I'm gonna need to see documentation.
You know,
I don't think that you're Gryffindor, but that's neither here nor there. We got other stuff to talk about.
However, it's the fact that you thought about me. You got me this thing because you know it's something I like. All right. People who've gotten me chocolates that I didn't like, but they knew I liked chocolates. It's just the thought. It's really the thought that counts. And also, I have learned it is much better to tell the person that this is thank you so much, but this is not something I would necessarily go for, instead of like when I was younger and I used to be scared to say it because I was scared that the adults were going to yell at me.
Yeah.
Which happened before when I was like, actually, like, thank you, but now I really don't, this is not my thing. So I used to just be like, yeah, sure. But then I would end up with like shit that I did not like. You spent your money on it, but I'm never going to use it. And I'm going to end up like throwing it out because I did not like this. So there's a way of having it both, but it is a part of, like you said.
Now, see, I go the other way with it. I don't say anything because I think that you getting something that I do not like is a kind of punishment for you, because now you have to walk around the world thinking that I enjoyed that thing that I'm never going to use.
That's pointless and stupid. It's a pointless and stupid thing. It is not a punishment for anyone else but you.
No, it's not a punishment.
I mean, it's not a punishment for you. Because
I'm not using the
you're
thing.
never going to use it, but like, what is the point?
And I might throw it away. I don't know.
And then you're going to continue getting stupid gifts from that. It's better to say, this is not something I am into or I like or I'm going to use versus just like, unless it's like from like your mom, because like they're always going to get you random crap. Like that dress that I wore the other day, my little boo-moo. That's not something I would wear necessarily outside, but I'm like, whatever. My mom gave it to me.
That was a gift?
She gave it to me. Yeah, I forgot what it was for, but it was probably like every time I see my mom, I leave with some kind of something.
Sure.
The last time it was a bunch of sports bras and socks and underwear. Use sports bras and socks and underwear that would not.
Did you say used?
Ew, no. They were new sports bras and things.
Okay.
But
gotcha.
like,
I was about to say, like, hand-me-downs are a different story. Like, there's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs.
No, but whatever. There's nothing wrong with hand-me-downs. That's fine. But like, there are certain things your mom or your dad or whatever they're gonna give you that you may not necessarily use or like, but you're gonna take it, right? But for other things, like if she asks me, "Hey, do you like so and so?" I'm gonna be very clear. I do not like this because this is the thing. If I tell Susan I like something one time, I'm going to get that thing for the rest of my life. Yeah. I'm going to get some variety of that thing for the rest of my life. So you've got to be clear. You cannot beat around the bush. You can be grateful, but also acknowledge, like, actually, this is the type of thing that I would prefer to get so that you're not you're wasting her money. You can be getting something else. So that is the story of the avocado.
Okay, then.
Now let us get into the actual stories that we have this week.
Where are we starting?
So we have an update. Lil Nas X.
Okay.
We're gonna start off with him. So tests have confirmed, back it up. We talked last week about how Lil Nas X seemed to be under some sort of drug-induced psychosis or whatever because he was walking around the streets of California in his white underwear and white cowboy boots, talking to people about like
going to a party.
And there was this whole thing. He ended up getting arrested because when police were called to, I guess, help him, he like resisted arrest and I think he swung at them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
charged with battery, I believe.
He had 4 counts.
4 counts
for
of
assault and battery for an officer, which is obviously very big deal. Right?
Yeah, these are felonies, I believe.
Yes. So the tests have confirmed that he was not under the influence of drugs or alcohol during this situation, and that he apparently suffered a psychotic episode. Yeah. Now, the thing that is fucked up about this to me is that they still have him. They are still charging him. They haven't dropped the charges with this, and that really sucks because he's having some sort of mental breakdown. Mm-hmm. So in these moments, it shouldn't have been the police that picked him up. It should have been a mental health division or whomever to get him to the help he needs. And whether that would have been a rehab, if it had been drugs or alcohol, rehab, if not, some sort of rehabilitation, a mental rehabilitation center. But this is why people are always like defund and abolish the police, because you're not helping. I'm going to be optimistic and say that it's very likely that even if he goes to court with this, they will it'll be canceled out or whatever.
Dismissed or dropped.
Dismissed and dropped. But what would be the benefit of this young man who's only 26? What is the benefit of him going to prison? He did not hurt anyone. He did not hurt himself. He reacted erratically towards the police, but at the end of the day, nobody was hurt. So him facing years and years in prison because of a mental breakdown that no one got hurt in is crazy to me.
It is crazy. I was just thinking that I hope like that the battery charges get like lessened, or
Yeah.
maybe at the very least, like, because the justice system is fucked up, that he could get like parole,
Community service,
community
or something.
service, or something like that. Like nothing hard, nothing like hard prison.
Hard prison to me is for people who are doing violent acts or acts that are harming the people around them.
He had a mental break. He had a psychotic episode.
Mhm.
Mental health is extremely real and very much like this could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
You know, like when you have a lot of pressure
Mhm.
and stress, and who knows what unforeseen forces that are in his mind or in his brain or in his life right now. And all of that weighing on him must have snapped something, and he went on and did what he did.
Well,
it's unfortunate, and I hope that he gets some help for that. I said it like it was more coming. I don't know. There was nothing else.
Well, his father, Robert Stratford, he said that, he went to visit him in jail, and that all he could do was just cry because he was just so emotional about seeing his child like that. But in this interview, his father said that the pressure of fame, his personal responsibilities have been really weighing on him. He's the main provider for his family, and he's also been trying to help his mother, who he's talked about she struggles with addiction. So I can only imagine really what that's like. He's only 26, like that's a
lot of pressure to put on somebody that young.
And he's been in the limelight since 2018. So 2018 to now, what is that? What are we in, 2025?
Yeah, 2025. 8 to 5 is 7 years.
Yes. No. 2018 minus 2025. 5 minus 3 is, or 5 minus 8 is 3. And 2 minus 11. No, that's too much. Why is it
I'm
so
pretty
high?
sure it's 7 years.
Maybe it's 7. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 8 years.
Or 8 years.
I was going to say 8 years, but I thought it would have been off. But either way, we were communications majors.
Yeah. We didn't go to school for math. I very famously told a lie to my professor in order to get him to give me a C.
Oh.
Yeah. I communicated that lie very well, though.
Yeah, we did. You got out.
And to be fair, I didn't know it was a lie until later on when I found out that I wasn't the first generation to graduate from college. Shout out to my grandmother.
But
late in life.
So he's been dealing with these things with the fame and supporting his family since 2018. It's sad. Lil Nas X, he put out when he got out of jail, he was out on a $75,000 bail. And he said that the experience was terrifying, but that he was going to be all right. If he's convicted, he faces up to 5 years in prison. I think that this is a situation where you just need to get him whatever mental help is required. If that makes mandated therapy, what wellness things, even just give him community service, that's fine. But this should not be a situation where you're locking him up just for shits and gigs, like to make an example.
If Kanye West can stay out of jail all of this time, there's no reason why Lil Nas X should be in jail.
Exactly.
And that motherfucker did Nazi adjacent shit. So
yeah. And Jay Versace, you remember Jay Versace first got big with doing the videos where he was like eating and like walking down the street. He became popular, I would say maybe around 2018, 2019.
No.
But now he is a producer. If you probably saw him, maybe if you would recognize him. But he tweeted out along with the article about Lil Nas X's not have about it being a psychotic episode. Just a reminder that this can happen to anyone. Stress and trauma overload can send your brain into a dreamlike state, and you could lose partial control of your actions and your mind. If it's something that's weighing on you heavily, please take steps to anchor yourself. And this is very true because people are going through things every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes it gets to be too much, and you could end up in a situation where you are, you're not behaving in ways that you might want. So people, when they're dealing with mental health issues, they deserve grace and mercy and, just kindness and love. Like, get him help. Although there were people who saw a Lil Nas X on the street and were doing little videos with him on TikTok. Instead of saying like, hey, maybe I should take you somewhere. Maybe I can get you help or whatever.
So maybe it's society that's sick.
I mean, I wouldn't be a bad conclusion.
No, seriously, this country has a built-in mental illness.
Yes, it does. We are a cursed country.
Yeah, we suck as a country. We're all mentally ill, and I don't even mean neurodivergent. I mean we're all mentally fucked up.
You have to be mentally ill to live in this country because nothing about it makes sense.
It really doesn't.
There's nothing about it that makes sense.
There's so many paradoxes,
and most of them are bullshit.
Day.
And so you are constantly forced to live within a sense of cognitive dissonance, which eventually drives you crazy. Which is like, there was a book that I have here. I think it's called A Peculiar Man, and it's about this Nigerian. It's a fiction, but like semi-autographical. This Nigerian man is writing about how his mother, after they moved here, she started having like mental health issues and stuff like that.
Sure.
And I think about, it's not to say that people in other countries do not have mental illness. They have 100% do.
Yeah.
Right?
Mental illness is across
it's universal.
All things.
But I do believe that when the amount of people that you learn about who come here and then all of a sudden, like, it seems like they're having such a deterioration in their mental health, they're going off the rails in ways that they never were before. And I think that is directly correlated to what life is like in America. Like, there's a reason why this country is the way it is. It's not about immigrants or gay people or feminism or anything like that. It is that our society was built on bullshit, and we are all trying to live within those parameters, but it doesn't work because it is not a normal way to live.
This is why we need a natural disaster to happen to wipe this country out, and so that we can start fresh.
That disaster is already came. His name is Trump.
But it's not.
It wasn't natural.
Yeah, that's not a natural disaster.
It was just a disaster.
It's just a disaster. I'm talking about a flood or zombie apocalypse.
You know that,
or an asteroid.
If something like that happens, you are not automatically spared.
No, I don't think I'm gonna be spared. What makes you think that I'm gonna survive anything?
You want that to happen, but you don't plan on surviving.
I mean,
so what is the point?
I mean, you could plan on surviving. Will you survive? Probably not. Like, I have a go bag. I have I have 2 emergency kits and rations and shit.
What rations?
Like, what? Like a few cans of soup.
You have 1 can of terrible chili in there.
It's not terrible chili. It is not. Look, listen. We're gonna eat that chili at some point.
I don't even know where you got that chili from. I've never seen it from him before in my life. What is it called?
Wolf chili.
Wolf chili, like it's from Big Mouth or something.
There's nothing wrong with wolf chili. All right.
If it's only time I would dare to eat a chili from a can is if it was Hormel. That would be the bare minimum. And even that, I'd be like, why would we be doing this? There's no reason. make you. It's so easy to make.
All right,
change.
when the rapture happens and you're left on this earth with nothing but wolf chili, we'll see. We will see. No Uber Eats, no DoorDash, no fucking nothing.
You can't
No
cook your own
just
food?
salad.
You can't cook your own food in the apocalypse.
No Con Ed or Nat Grid.
So you can build a fire and cook some shit over it.
You could build a
how
fire.
are you gonna eat this?
You
fucking
can
chili?
build a fire. Sure. You're gonna build a fire
I will. Yes.
without a lighter.
That's why you have to use flint and sticks and rocks.
Do
Were you one a Boy Scout?
Do you actually do? Well, actually, I did not make it to
Of
Eagle
course,
Scouts.
Of course you didn't, because that would have required work.
It just asks a lot of you. It's very, very much like hands-on. Let's do shit, and I'm like, I don't want to do any of this. Anyhow, but that's neither here nor there. You gotta earn badges. Like, shut the fuck up. Helping people cross the street, like, such a nerd. Anyhow, continue. Where are we going now?
All right, so those were our updates.
Mm-hmm.
We have some entertainment things that we wanted to share.
Sure.
First up, there is a new series that is going to be premiering on YouTube in a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
It is called The Ebony Witch. Now, this was my first time hearing about this, but this is only 4 seconds, so I
Mhm.
believe we can share it. I don't know if it has any sound really, but
I
look
think
at
this is independently owned too.
It is. It is
so-
independently owned.
So nobody got rights.
Here's the creator's Twitter page. So if you want to find more information, Poppin, the Ebony Witch. And you can see it on October 4th on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to seeing it because, first of all, she's black and she's a witch. What is there not to fucking love? Here is her the YouTube page, or their YouTube page. I don't know what their pronouns are, but they have a lot of cool little clips here for you to watch. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know what it's gonna look like. Oh, there's a little teaser trailer. Let's see what this says.
I mean, you're not showing it on the screen, right?
I'm not.
No, you're not.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Any rate.
There's a little black cat. All right.
All right. The animation looks very top notch.
Yeah, I love that.
It looks like Laxadaisy, which is another independent animation. I forget the name of the creators. It's about like turn of the century anthropomorphic cats,
Mhm.
gangsters. And it's very, very fun and whimsical. But I support independent animators, especially the ones on YouTube. I mean, VisiPop started out on YouTube, and now look at them. They got bought up by Amazon, and now Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss is coming to Amazon Prime.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't realize, because I remember I used to watch that show on YouTube, but I don't think I ever really paid attention to the name. And then when it got big again on
What, Hell of a Boss?
Hell of a Boss, but the Has Been Hotel, before it went on TV,
It had a pilot that was on YouTube.
Yeah, so I remember watching it there.
Yes.
So it's like we love our independent people. Bring out your stuff, create and put things out, because you never know who's gonna be watching.
You never know. You never know, homie.
All right. A not so indie creator.
Mm-hmm.
Is his name Mr. Warburton?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Mr. Warburton has announced that code name Kids Next Door is getting a revival in a sense. They have a teaser script for Galactic Kids Next Door that they presented at the Houston Nostalgia Con, which okay.
Now,
do we have too many cons? Because a Nostalgia Con, I didn't even know that was a thing.
First off, we've way been
too many cons.
Too many cons. I knew we had too many cons when we ended up going to one in New Jersey.
But that was a gaming con.
I know, but
and I took so much time to find
I'm not
out.
saying anything is bad with that con. I just know that once you have a con in New Jersey, that just means that there are so many goddamn conventions. Their conventions are they're not even New York proper. They're in Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the con itself was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun, and I had a lot of fun. I beat you in GoldenEye. That was a lot of fun, and I got to play on Nintendo 64. So, like, it was very nostalgic. But now we have Nostalgia Con.
I would say I would go to Nostalgia Con. I would like to see what they got going on.
I mean, if they have stuff like this, like Kids Next Door stuff, like that would be cool.
Yeah, because I think usually you think Comic-Con would have all the big
little bit of background because I know about this. Kids Next Door was a Cartoon Network show that aired in I want to say the early to mid aughts. Yeah, and there was intended to be a continuation of the series with the Intergalactic Kids Next Door, and they even set it up in the show proper. The show was very, it was very fun, funny, and fast and action, but it had a serialized nature to it.
Yeah, it did.
And it set up a lot of different plots that got paid off throughout the series. When it dropped on HBO Max, that was one of the first shows that I binge watched the entirety through. That and Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy is so dark. Anyhow, but we're talking about Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door, they did set up a Galactic Kids Next Door premise. So that if they were to have a continuation, then like it would be a natural like ease into the next stage of show. And they've been trying to get this off the ground for years, but unfortunately fucking Zaslav has no interest in anything that has to do fucking Cartoon Network execs before Zaslav had no interest in serialized cartoons or animation in general, because like
even though it's Cartoon Network
has gone to shit in the last like few years. Like that could be a whole episode in and of itself. Me going off on the downturn of Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Well, let's see what Mr. Warburton has to say about the Galactic Kids Next Door.
We're always trying to get Warner Brothers interested and just say like, hey, look at this great thing we've got. We've got a lot of people really interested in it. So we wrote a little teaser script. I did have I thought I was going to have a screen here because our super director, Guy Moore, did all these awesome drawings and little animatics to go with this. So we're going to have to do something online later with that to show you the visuals, because the visuals are so good. But instead, you'll just have to imagine.
I love this person groaning.
I'm going to read the descriptions of what's happening. They're going to do the voices. And it's going to be really fun.
Can you recognize any of the people on stage?
Okay? Yeah. All right. So.
No.
This is really exciting.
Because this camera sucks.
This half my life ago.
Smash cut to the exterior of the K&D treehouse on a dreary, cloudy day. The world shakes as the voice of number 4 shouts,
No! Who stole my underwear?
Cut to the interior of number 2's hangar. The place is a disaster, packed solid with crashed and damaged 2x4 tech ships of all shapes and sizes. Repair equipment and half-eaten food is littered everywhere. Number 4 stomps across the din of drills and saws.
I know it's you, number 2. So come on out and hand him over.
Number 2 pops out of the gash in the hull of a ship wearing a garish 2x4 tech welding mask, startling number 4. Number 2 pushes the mask back up, revealing his face. He looks tired, miserable, and he's characteristically grouchy and short with his friend.
What's my
Okay, like that. See, color me intrigued, but of course Zasloff is never gonna go for this, and this
Well, they
just
said Warner
bums
Brothers.
me out.
You said Warner Brothers.
Yeah, I know Zasloff. Zasloff is the big head honcho of Warner Brothers.
Got it.
Yeah, and he fucking hates animation. Why do you think there's no animation on HBO Max?
You know what? I never really thought about that.
Yeah, they did like when HBO
remember-
Max started,
I
they
remember when
had
you were
all
saying
the
about
cartoon.
that. Yeah.
They had all the Cartoon Network shows, and then over the last like few years, they purged everything with the
Yeah.
exception of Adventure Time,
Yeah.
because they're still making money off of Adventure Time, and they're still coming out with Fiona and Cake. So
they are still coming out with Fiona and Cake.
they're doing a season 2. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But speaking of season 2, King of the Hill.
I'll tell you what.
They're getting to season 2. The episodes have allegedly already been recorded and set for a 2026 release. Here's, if you have not watched the new King of Hill, this is the updated, family.
Bobby
And
is all grown up. Everybody is older.
everyone's older. They're all grown up. But I think that everybody, I do feel like they did a good job keeping the
Spirit of the
show
original
and
show.
the characters and
Yeah.
their personalities. Like Hank is just as like progressive as he was when Bobby was younger. Because I think the thing about King of Hill that I always really appreciated was like, yes, you have this George Bush loving Texan who's like dyed in the wool American, right?
Mhm.
But also he was very much like open-minded, even though he's very by the book of things. That open-mindedness was for like different people, different cultures, and of course Peggy is like
Yeah,
this worldly
he was
woman.
traditional but not rigid.
Exactly, traditional but not rigid, not racist, homophobic, xenophobic, etc. It was just like, I love Texas, I love America, I love Alamo beer, and I love my family, and like these are the things that I know how things are supposed to be done. So this is it. But I think that they've been able to keep that in the same vein this new season. Like at one point Hank was talking about pronouns, but not like in a weird way. It was still like, yeah,
he was like, are we all gendered?
like I don't know which one, but like those things, I think to me I would hope that the people who are watching him in like when it first came out, like the show, would be able to maybe get back to their senses. Because like the fact that being Republican for such a long part of our lives didn't 100% equate with somebody being like racist, like you would assume, because obviously, but it's a lot. It was just like, okay, maybe you're fiscally conservative or whatever.
Republicanism was an ideal as
Yeah.
opposed to
Whatever we got going on now.
entire identity that is enraptured with a whole bunch of various
Because now
phobias.
they're not Republicans, they are just Trumpers,
Right.
which is the difference.
Right.
And I feel like for now, I would say in the first season, unless I missed something, they didn't touch on politics, which they never really touched on politics outside of like Arlen politics.
Yeah.
Except for the George Bush.
Yeah, they had one episode where it was more about voting than it was
Yeah.
about politics.
And they had an episode of Jimmy Carter was in there, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
Like why and how.
And again, it wasn't even about the politics of Jimmy Carter. It was just that Jimmy Carter was a part of the plot as a person and as an ex-president, as opposed to, talking about whatever his politics was.
Yeah. So I feel like I appreciate the comedy. Now there have been some people have taken issue with the creators because of their treatment of John Redcorn's character. It's John.
I think it's Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson, I think.
I just literally, because we were just watching the show, so I saw his name, but I'm trying to remember.
Voiced by.
Where do you see that one?
Voiced.
By
He was originally
Victor Aaron?
Jonathan Josh. Yeah, because his original voice actor also died.
Oh.
And then he was replaced with Jonathan Josh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then
Jonathan Josh just passed away too.
Unfortunately, murdered.
Yeah.
But,
sorry.
Unfortunately. But I think that they, at least in this, John Redcorn's character was still being given the respect that he was getting before.
Yeah.
So it's just a very interesting way of like seeing how the times have changed, but like they've still stayed who they are, which I think is important. I love Bobby's life and who he is. It fits very much in to who we would have thought he was going to be growing up. Everybody like Connie and what is Dale's son's name?
Joseph.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody is basically who they are. Boomhauser is still
Boomhauer.
It's Boomhauer.
It's Boomhauer.
I thought it was Boomhauser.
No.
I've been calling him that in my head.
You've been watching it as long as I've been watching it.
Yeah, and I've been saying Boomhauser.
Boomhauer.
Okay, great. Well, everybody is who they are. So I'm looking forward to the next season. I thought this previous season was good. It was very short.
Yeah.
Compared to the old seasons. But I think they did a good job. And it's unfortunate that Dale's voice actor.
Well, a lot of the voice actors have died.
Yeah.
Tom Petty, Brittany Murphy, Jonathan Josh. Something Hardwick. Chris Hardwick? No, not Chris Hardwick. Matt Hardwick? Something Hardwick. It's something Hardwick. Jonathan Hardwick?
Johnny Hardwick.
Johnny Hardwick. Yeah, Johnny Hardwick.
For Dale Gribble.
For Dale Gribble, yeah. So,
but they've made it work because it's hard replacing those people. But we didn't get to see Luann in this season. So who knows what they'll do with her voice, but hopefully if they have somebody do it, they do a good job. All right, so moving on to some movie stuff. Have you heard of this movie, The Long Walk?
I literally watched the trailer right before we started recording.
So, well, also same. That's
also true.
Folks, where's the lie?
So The Long Walk, I have been hearing about this movie, right? But I think I've even seen some like stills, but I did not realize what this movie was about until we watched this trailer.
Wait, you saw that picture and you didn't think that was a horror movie?
No, I thought it was a war movie. I'm going to show you all the picture. Because Lionsgate is apparently hosting a screening for The Long Walk, where they're putting customers on a treadmill faster than 3 miles that they have to walk on the whole entire movie for 3 miles per hour. And if you stop, you'll be escorted out of the movie, right? So this is...
Now, just imagine being able to, like, walk, just signing up to walk for a length of a movie.
But this, let me look at the runtime for the movie. The Long Walk run time. So when I saw 1 hour 48 minutes, so I feel like 1 hour 48, 3 minutes. I've walked an hour and 48 minutes. I've walked 2 hours before, more than that,
without stopping.
Well,
3 miles per hour.
I don't know if without stopping, because usually if I'm walking that long, I'll probably be lollygagging and getting a beverage, a snack. So I don't know about not stopping. Now the question is, what if I have to pee?
You better fucking
Does that mean I can't watch the rest of the
waddle.
movie?
You better waddle while you fucking walk.
Waddle while you walk.
They literally in the movie they say like they'll give you a warning. They'll give you 3 warnings. You get 3 warnings before they shoot the shit out of you.
Now, when we watch this trailer, I'm going to tell you, when I saw the pictures from this movie, I thought that it was a wartime movie. I thought it was like, what did you just put in your mouth?
Nothing.
What did you just put in? What is this thing?
Nothing. I don't know.
Is this what you just put in your mouth?
No.
What did you just grab off the table and put it into your mouth?
Nothing. We're talking about the long walk.
Oh, God. Just don't pick that up and put it in your mouth either.
I'm not putting anything in my mouth other than this beverage. We're not sponsored by Tito's, but
we should be.
We should be.
Okay, so when I saw this movie pictures, I thought it was a wartime movie. Okay, because let me put this picture up so you can know why. First, army people in their army gear right over here.
They're not. Well, yeah.
They have tanks. Okay, like this. I thought, in my opinion, what I thought this was going to be about was it was some kind of like walk to their base for basic training, or they're walking through the fucking forest, because I thought it was it looks like an old timey movie, so I was thinking it was like Vietnam War or something like that. No clue that it is a dystopian movie where the people have to walk for all this time. It's giving me Purge mixed with Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's some sort of contest where
they have to walk.
The last person to survive wins.
Exactly. And so, of course, let me find the people who are actually in this movie.
Stephen King is a Stephen King movie.
Yes, and you know the movies he does are always crazy. And this comes from a novel, which I would actually like to read the novel.
It's crazy to me that Stephen King is still making novels.
But I don't know how, but this could have been an old novel. Maybe, who knows when he wrote it, because, you know, he just has a bunch of stuff. But the people in the cast, there are a few people that I recognize. David Johnson's one, but I just don't know from where. The other black guy, Tut Nyot, don't know him as well.
Ben Wang.
Charlie Plummer, I don't know where he's from, but I know he's from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mark Hamill's in there. I didn't realize that. Judy Greer.
Oh, Judy Greer. I love Judy Greer from Archer and from Arrested Development.
So there's a lot of like seasoned, it's a mixture of seasoned and newer actors. But this is what like the storyline says. In the near future, where America has become a police state, 100 boys are selected to enter an annual contest where the winner will be awarded whatever he wants for the rest of his life. The game is simple. Maintain a steady walking pace of 4 miles per hour. That's not wrong, 3 miles. Without stopping. 3 warnings, and you're out permanently. So
you might remember David Johnson from Rye Lane.
Oh, that's where he's from. I like that movie.
Yes, Rye Lane.
Okay.
He was Dom.
Yeah, he was the main character in that movie.
Yeah, he was the main character.
I would like to watch, or I would like to see this movie, but before I would see it, I want to read the book. Because I went into Hunger Games not knowing what it was. Like, I remember, like, just...
Wait, you went into Hunger Games not knowing what it was? Yeah. You didn't read the book first?
And that was the first time, because usually, you know, like, I am very much, like, a read the book first type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just my cousin Celine, like, she was like, oh, I want to see this movie. I was like, okay. This was, like, probably 14, 15. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take you. And let me tell you, when Rue dies in this movie... I was distraught. trot. Okay? There was nothing that prepared me.
Warning.
This is not, first of all, Hunger Games has been out for a decade plus.
You don't know who's seen Hunger Games and who hasn't?
If you haven't seen Hunger Games and you get spoiled about this, that is a you problem. Still watch it. It was very good. And read the book. Because after I watched the movie, it propelled me to read the books because I was like, I need to know what else goes on because I need to see the rest of these movies. And I want to be prepared before I get in there so I can, like, you know, not be stressed out the way I was in this movie.
Sure.
But looking forward to it. That's a horror movie I'd watch.
The Long Walk?
Yeah, I could watch that type of movie. It's gonna get shot. Like, it's a simple thing. It's gonna be kind of gross, but it's not like body horror because that's the part that I really don't.
Okay, yeah. So no Alien Earth for you.
So this was the thing I told you. We can watch Alien Earth. It just has to be during the day.
Well, I mean, just the nature of who I am and what I do. There's no way that we could watch it during the day unless it's on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for the series is almost over. I think there's only 8 episodes. I was waiting for all 8 episodes to be done so that I could just binge it all in one sitting.
You know, they say that binging shows actually makes it less enjoyable because you remember less about the show.
I don't find that
recall.
I don't find that to be true necessarily. It depends on the level of engagement that I'm having while I'm sitting there watching the show. Like if I'm enthralled, then yeah, I'll take breaks to like break things up and stuff like that. It's how I was able to ingest as much of One Piece as I was. Like during a little bit of backstory, I hated the idea of long animes. I only liked animes that had a clear beginning and a clear end that only lasted like 12, 24, at most maybe 50 episodes.
Yeah.
But then the pandemic happened. I was trapped in my house. There was nowhere to go. And I was like, you know what? I'm spending all of my time in my house anyway. I might as well watch One Piece. And so I watched all of One Piece, I had it on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year, because that's how much content One Piece has. Essentially it has like it's up to like episode 1100,
longest running anime
something. Yeah. And I was able to, because I was gripped by the drama of it all and the story grabbed me. One Piece is peak fiction. I was able to ingest all that was being shown to me. Whereas a show like, I don't know, like I put on King of the Hill in the background, I'll binge watch that shit, and yeah, maybe like it's like comfort baby food. It's just like if you had cable and you put on TBS and you watch a bunch of Law and Order SVUs and shit like that. You're not really watching it.
I'm watching it.
Not really.
I'm watching it.
You're not really watching it.
I'm watching it.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're absolutely not.
I am.
I guarantee you, if there was a Law and Order trivia night, you would not get any fucking points whatsoever.
I watch Law and Order more closely than I watch. Well, I watch SVU more closely than I watch Law and Order.
Okay, so Law and Order then.
Yeah.
You're not watching at all.
Like I'm watching it, but it's definitely
it's more so watching you than anything.
Sometimes, like especially if I'm watching it at night. But then I usually will go back and start off from the last show that I remembered watching, and I could say like, okay, I know the plot of what this one was, so that I could be like, oh, but then this is why when I do my, whenever binge rewatches of these shows, that like some of them I really like more like the second or third time I may have seen them because I didn't really pay attention the first time. And you always get new information. You always get to see new things. All right. More movie news. Real quick. Let's get into this little controversy with Snoop Dogg and Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Do you need some water?
Maybe. I'll just keep drinking this Tito's. So yeah, Snoop had this to say about taking his grandson to see the movie Lightyear, which came out. I don't know why he's talking about this now because this movie came out like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
But this is what he had to say about this movie experience.
What you see, they putting it everywhere.
Yeah.
I took my grandson to see what was a movie with Buzz, like
Toy Story?
not that one, but
the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's called
with
Lightyear.
Kiki Palmer's in that movie.
Okay.
She plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, and she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, I didn't come in for this. Just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. It's like, I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit I don't have an answer for.
What'd you tell him?
Watch the movie. It's just popcorn. Shh.
You said we don't know. We don't know.
It threw me for a loop. I'm like, what part of the movie was this? These are kids that we have to show that at this age. Like
that part.
They're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Yeah. And I don't even know the answer that's rehearsed. What am I supposed to say? Is what was the lady used to be I got questions. Now I got questions.
Me too. And I was just there to go to sleep and watch the movie. And nigga woke me up. I'm in there. Huh? They just said that she had a baby. How? They both women. Oh man, damn. Yeah, eat the popcorn.
Damn.
I never thought I'd see the day when Snoop officially turned into a boomer.
Well,
he's at boomer status. Like he's an old man. Like now he's that's how long hip hop has existed, and that's how long that's how old he is. That now he has turned into everybody's grandfather. Like who's just like, I don't understand how to tell somebody this information about the thing that is pretty normal now in our society.
Do you want to know?
Hard to explain. Like how they have a baby. I don't know how. And my answer would be I don't know. The movie did not provide me with that information, and it doesn't matter because they're a family. Boom. Easy answer.
Do you want to know what your grandson is going to have some questions for you about? One, why were you walking women through the MTV VMAs with chains on them like they were dogs? Why did you say that the homies, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none? And does that mean that grandma was also fucking the homies? Why is your moniker and everything that we know about you having to deal with weed and being high all the time? Like, there's other questions. Are you a pimp? There's like, are you a drug dealer? Are you a killer? Are you a gang member? There's so many other things that you should be concerned about for your son or your grandson. And what pisses me off is that I was feeling that Snoop had made it through the 90s, 2000s, the aughts, and now here we are in the 20s where it feels like he was in his like cool grandpa era. We love to see the old black men or older black men in hip hop, like living their lives, being great and all that stuff. Like he's besties with Martha Stewart, which I always loved. I thought it was so cute. But then like he performed at Trump's inauguration, the most recent one. And then everybody was trying to tell us it's chestnut checkers and whatever bullshit. And now this, and I'm like, are these talking points that Trump's camp is giving you to get you to be less liked and lovable or whatever the case may be. Like, if you're in a movie, first of all, nobody is pushing anything on your child, showing a family having a baby. Is it pushing anything on a child when you see a straight couple with a baby? Are they pushing sex and things on your child? Because clearly they can have questions about that too. How do they have a baby? And that question is answered by, well, when the sperm goes into the egg, this is how you have the baby comes. If it's 2 women or 2 men, then you can say, well, maybe they adopted, maybe they had a surrogate, maybe they got a sperm donor, whatever the case may be. These are not hard questions. And if you are concerned about how to answer them, you could always say, I don't know. After the movie, let's find out. Because then you are fostering an environment of curiosity and critical thinking so that your grandson will grow up using his brain versus just saying, shut up and eat the popcorn, because that is not helpful, regardless whether it be a straight couple or not. Like, people have babies, and I'm pretty sure if you live in California, he's probably seen, or somebody has a same-sex parent somewhere in his school or something. And I'm sure he was asking you that not because he's so surprised that 2 women are married, but he was legitimately unsure of how 2 women or 2 men or whomever, how a same-sex couple creates a baby. Because he's a young kid. If he's seeing Buzz Lightyear, he's probably under 13. Maybe he doesn't understand or know about sex, etc., and all that. So he is curious. And it is a very simple thing for you to respond and not respond hatefully on a podcast that all these people around the world are going to see. It's very simple and very easy. But he responded because everyone has been obviously outraged or upset about whatever, he said. And so he said he's not homophobic, that he was caught off guard, had no answer for my grandson. All my gay friends know what's up. They've been calling me with love. My bad for not knowing the answers for a 6-year-old. Teach me how to learn. I'm not perfect. And I just feel like that is such a bullshit cop-out answer. Like, it's very simple.
Yeah, this doesn't upset me because he's an old nigga. Old niggas are gonna old nigga.
He's not that old.
What do you mean he's not that old? How old is he? He's old.
60s.
He was 18 in the 90s.
But the thing about it is, he grew up in the 90s. He's 53 years old, okay?
Yeah, he's 53.
He has, first of all, seen, heard, experienced, and lived a whole full life. There's no way that you could tell me that he is so flummoxed by the idea of somebody being in a same-sex relationship with them having a child, because he was born in 1971, the peak love, free love, and all that stuff. You cannot tell me that him, who's a rapper, has traveled the world, been around all these different places with different people, etc., 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 that he has never seen a same-sex couple with a child. If he was 85 years old, maybe I could give him the little leeway. But he has been on some fuck shit ever since he came and performed for Snoop or for Trump. So I don't believe him. I do not believe him. I think that he wanted, for whatever reason, he has decided maybe it's bigger bag to be like anti people, and he's leaning into that. And then he wants all of us to think like he doesn't have critical thinking skills, when that is just not true.
I don't think it's as nefarious as that. I think he just had an old nigga moment. No. But
I think that it is nefarious anytime someone of privilege goes on a platform and makes life harder for people whose lives are already hard.
Okay.
So I don't think that he can get an excuse for being old because he's not that old. 53 is not, he's not ancient. He's older. He's not old. 53 is young. Like, how many? We have 20 years, less than 20 years before we're 53.
Mhm.
Do you think when we're 53, we would be saying some bullshit about, I don't know how people could have babies with their same-sex partners?
No, we're not going to be saying specifically that, but I do think that we'll probably be saying whatever the equivalent of that is for our generation. He's a different generation.
Do you think, but his generation had queerness was a huge thing in the 70s. He was born in 1971. Queerness was huge at that time, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. He has talked about fucking two women and watching girls do shit and all that. So you can enjoy a homoerotic situation with women, but you can't understand how two women can have a baby. That to me is just him I can't give him any leeway or give him any kind of benefit of the doubt because you know better, especially because you have been living a worldly life. It's not like he's a 90s rapper who kind of has just stayed in California. He's not really doing much or whatever the case may be. And this was a question that he decided to tell us this. No one was going around asking him about what he felt about women's gay rights, marriage, or whatever like that. He volunteered this information.
That's why I give him the sort of benefit, is because like he clearly didn't see any issue with this. He thought it was an anecdote. Like he used it as a quick, like, jokey sort of anecdote to tell on a podcast. Just an old nigga having an old nigga moment.
Okay, but he was on the L Word. He had a cameo on the L Word.
Okay.
Do you know what the L Word is?
Yeah, the Showtime show. Right?
About what?
About lesbians.
Okay. So he was on the L Word, a show about lesbians.
Yeah.
I have not watched all the L Word in some time, but there were definitely episodes in there of people having babies or whatever the case may be. So he was in a show about lesbians.
He also was in Looney Tunes, and Bugs dresses up and as all the time.
So you can't tell me that you just can't tell me where he is in a space, especially living in California, being in the entertainment industry and doing all the things that he does, that he could not explain in a simple way to his grandchildren or his grandchild what that was about and how it worked. That was him being just fucking an asshole and not recognizing that he could be harming people because he didn't care. The same way he didn't care about performing at the inauguration. I can't give him, he performed for Trump, so all the benefit of the doubt that I could have given him before has been washed away because he has shown his ass to us already. So there's not much else that I can do to try to give him any sort of benefit of the doubt because I think that he just doesn't care.
Okay.
But, he's apologized or whatever. I think it's probably because he doesn't want to lose any money. But I just feel like you should just watch what you say. Like, how can you be scared to go to the movies? You're not scared to go to the movies about anything else? But a couple having a baby is where you are fucking drawing the line. Come on. Be for real. All right. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah. What are we talking about now?
All right. Well, Will Smith, the great Willie from Philly. So he has been accused of using AI he put up a video of one of his concerts for his tour. Oh man, what was it called? It was the tour he did for his new album, based on a true story. So it started in Europe. It started in Europe July 13th this year, and then it should be concluding. Actually, it should be tomorrow, September 2nd, in Paris, France. So this is the video that he is being accused of. What is it called? Of editing of putting AI in there.
The brighter the heaven you get to enjoy. The harder you fall, the higher you soar. God opens a window when the devil closes the door. Dry your eyes and then you'll find a way out of the madness, out of the maze, and out of the sadness into the rains. The darkest of nights will turn into days. Every storm runs out of rain. Hold on.
Don't you give up on me. No. I know you can face it. I know you can make it. Yeah.
The brighter the heaven you get.
First off, the song is terrible.
I thought it was like a gospel song. I wasn't really sure what
gospel songs can be terrible too.
No, of course.
I don't follow the rule of the Apollo showtime at the Apollo. Just because it's a gospel song doesn't mean that you can't perform it terribly and you will get booed for it. I told you that my ex-girlfriend did the
Showtime at the
amateur night at the
really?
Apollo. Yeah.
Did you go?
No, I didn't.
Why not?
She told me that she did stand up there and she did well.
Wow. Well, that's good for her.
But then she did open mic stand up at a mic that I was at and she did shitty.
Was she black or white?
She was white.
Okay,
that's why I was like, I don't believe you. I don't believe that you did Showtime at the Apollo amateur night and you did well and didn't get booed off stage. Did you touch the wood?
I think Showtime really went down when they took away the Sandman. So folks have been
wait, the Sandman's not there no more?
Not the way that he used to be, because you remember he used to come out,
with the broom
and pulling them off the stage.
Yeah.
I feel like most recently when I've seen, like, I saw a Showtime, like a amateur night at the Apollo, like a few years ago with my friend Courtney. Shout out to you, Courtney. And I didn't see him. So even when remember you used to come on at 1 a.m.
Yes.
On the weekends, which I don't even know if that still happens.
With either Steve Harvey or Monique, depending on
first it was Steve Harvey, and then
it
was Monique afterwards.
Yeah,
but they don't really do that anymore. So
no, they don't.
Like a complete different thing, because that used to be a
it's Showtime
tonight with the women
at the Apollo
with the dancers.
Yeah,
I wanted
man,
to be one of those dancers so bad.
You wanted to be one of the dancers?
The
flappers?
Yeah, I loved that.
Right.
The peak part of the show.
That was the peak of the show.
That was what set it off for me. I knew, like, okay, this is going to be a good night because look at these fucking dancers. They looked amazing. But either way, people have been clowning him online. There's also some shade was thrown by Green Day, allegedly. They put up a picture of one of their concerts, said don't need AI for our crowds. But I went and looked this up to see whether this was true, because this picture, I will say, when I first saw it, it looked like AI. So you see how, like, the hands here look.
That face looks like it's melting.
Well, he's white, so
I mean, that is true. So it could be either AI or just caucasity.
But the thing about it is that there's a few things here that were pointed out by Snoops, that these pictures, the video and the pictures, are from a real concert. Mm-hmm. However, they have been used. They used for some of the videos. They were using this like the AI
Editing
tool,
software.
editing software,
Mhm.
to bring some of the photos to life. So that's why some of them look weird. But I know that this is something that's been happening on YouTube, and I think on other social media platforms where they will like put the reels or whatever, or cut the videos up, and they'll like put this AI editing over it. So some of the videos will look like AI, but they will be somebody. It's just like because when you're when you watch AI videos, they have that little kind of sheen to them, people's faces, which is to me always like an indicator, like I didn't like that. So this is what he was doing, but according to Snoop's, and some other people that we have looked into about this situation, he did put up things of his real concert. So I I think that the more important thing to focus on is that like AI videos and enhancing your videos or photos with AI can turn out terrible. Okay, you shouldn't do it, and also it makes it harder for people to know what is real stuff and what's not, and it's already really hard for people to do that as it is, because AI is getting better with the hands, it's getting better with the feet. Because remember, like you couldn't have somebody holding hands without them all looking like all mashed up together,
looking weird and shit.
You know, so they've been getting really way better with that. So it's like, please, everybody, focus up, go to do some media literacy, and make sure that when you're watching a video, whether or not it's actually the video, and if it's AI edited or if it's an actual AI, you just gotta really be. You gotta be so vigilant now. It's annoying.
Yeah,
it's too much that we gotta think about constantly. We can't even just get through. We can't even just be online and be like, oh, like this maybe looks photoshopped or whatever. Like that used to be our main thing. But now we got to deal with deep fakes, AI editing, all this other stuff. And I hate it.
Sure.
No me gusta. All right. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So the next thing up, I don't know if we should say congratulations, but the YSL attorney, the YSL attorney, Kayla Bumpus, hilarious name by the way.
Bumpus.
is
wait, can I say that?
Yeah, that's B2K.
Yes, okay, but
he's featured on it, but he's not the song. The B2K is.
Sure. Okay.
And honestly, if we couldn't sing B2K songs because of Predator,
Diddy?
No, not because of Diddy, because of Predators, then we wouldn't be able to sing any of them because Chris Stokes was 100% allegedly a Predator. So, but either way,
which one was Chris Stokes again?
He was their manager. He was the one that tried to convince us that Omarion and Marcus Houston were.
Oh, he wasn't a part of the band. He wasn't singing the song.
He was the like producer manager.
Oh,
like,
he
led them, and he led Immature / IMX.
Gotcha.
The allegations against him are crazy. And against Marcus Houston, it's a crazy world. But
mad world.
YSL attorney Kayla Bumpus came to fame when she was working on this recent RICO trial that they had. And I remember while she was working on this trial that there were certain things coming up that people were kind of side-eyeing about her relationship with the clients and if it was professional and all that. But I wasn't paying enough attention to it. I would just like check in, pop in when you would give me updates, or I would see like, okay, so-and-so's going to jail, so-and-so's getting off, But they have some news that they are sharing with us. Why? I don't know. Because look, we don't need it.
I'll point it out after we're done with this.
Okay.
Atlanta news, and it's ghetto. YSL trial attorney Kayla Bumpus and defendant Shannon Jackson, who met and fell in love during last year's YSL RICO trial, have announced they are expecting a baby. True Atlanta love story. What kind of client attorney privilege is this? This is what Kayla posted on Twitter. True Atlanta love story. My baby almost here. Check out our registry and thank you if you sent him something. I'm not sending you nothing on your registry because you a lawyer and he does whatever he does. I don't need my help. They eating chicken wings together. Oh, that is romantic. You're changing the records?
That's a dusty looking record.
Okay. Got to put on something more sultry. Oh, they're engaged? Is that an engagement ring? Okay. A lot happened during this trial. Congratulations. We have Atlanta news.
This is first off, if there's anything that I have learned about Atlanta, it is that everyone in Atlanta is looking for love in some way, shape, or form. Like either you move down there because you could not find love anywhere else. Yeah. Or you live there and you are trying to find love while there, or you live there and you are trying to find love in other states and are willing to... Okay, never mind. I just caught myself saying something.
Trying to be shady?
I wasn't trying to be shady in that regard.
Or you were almost shady.
I was almost shady. I walked into a shady thing. Point is, Atlanta is for lovers. So this makes sense to me. Yeah. This makes sense to me that they would find love. They found love in a hopeless place. Atlanta is hopeless.
They did.
And they found love in a hopeless place.
They did. Atlanta is not a real place.
That's why I don't want to move there. I told you Sam was trying to convince me to move down there, and I was like, no. And then you got it didn't work out with that company that you were with. So yeah, good thing we didn't go to Atlanta.
I mean, I have been going to Atlanta.
I do want to visit Atlanta. So.
I do. Listen, I love visiting Atlanta. Several of my closest, best sister friends, all that, live in Atlanta. I have lots of love for the place, but Atlanta to me is one of those spots where I'm like, I want to go down there, have a good few days of enjoyment.
Sure.
Some really good food. And then I'm coming back home because I think that the culture in Atlanta...
Is Atlanta known for their food? No, they're not. Not at all. They're known for their ambiance and food, not just their food.
What are you talking about? Their ambiance and food.
Because
ambiance?
What food? I would say
Southern food. And also they have really good Jamaican food and they have really good Nigerian food.
Atlanta has really good Nigerian food.
Yeah, because a lot of Nigerians move to Atlanta for some strange reason. I don't know why, but they're there. The same with the Jamaicans, because you can find anywhere you find Nigerians, you can find Jamaicans because we're the same people. But I think that I don't particularly like the culture of Atlanta. Like the last time I was there, damn, it was a few years now, or maybe it wasn't the last time I was there, but one of the times I was there most recently, post Penny. I went down because it was my best friend's birthday. Shout out to you. And I came down to like surprise her or whatever for her birthday. And we go to this it was a cute restaurant in Buckhead, because Buckhead is the one that is a little bit more shenanigan-y. I think Buckhead's the one with the wealthy people.
Sure.
We went to this restaurant in Buckhead, and first of all, BBL City. BBL, you couldn't even get in.
BBL City.
BBL City. But it was like you going into the restaurant, and all you see is just lines and lines of BBLs coming in. They had bouncers at the restaurant. It was still early, so it wasn't even like it was late night or whatever to get eat. So you go down, you sit down, eat. It's dark in the restaurant. The music is crazy loud. There's hookah everywhere.
Of course, there's hookah.
And I was just like,
Of course, there's hookah.
I feel like the issues that I have with Black-owned restaurants in New York, the reason why they're like that is because of Atlanta culture. I feel like Atlanta culture is Black culture, like on steroids, and that is how a lot of places outside of Atlanta want to like latch on to that sort of vibe. And I don't like it. Like I feel like there's parts that are, to me as a New Yorker, it's so crazy superficial in ways that I do not appreciate. Similarly to my feelings about California. So I think it's like the culture there is very interesting to me. Like them being a couple is not actually surprising when you are in Atlanta and you see the amount of like these really smart, beautiful, educated women and are with these YNs or like old YNs or whatever they used to be called, young thugs back then, who knows? And it's just a very interesting space because I'm like, you have all these educated Black people in one space and Black people of every like socioeconomic thing in one space, like this Black Mecca, but we are getting all these shenanigans. So, and it's also too close to the KKK for me to really enjoy being there. There's too many Confederate flags, even when I'm in Atlanta.
How many flags you got? A lot.
Exactly.
How many BBLs you got? A lot.
How many hookahs you got?
A lot.
It's too many.
Yeah, too many.
All right. And more music news. Spotify or Apple Music has officially allowing you to transfer your music from Spotify directly to your Apple Music, which I really appreciate because I pay for Apple Music. I don't pay for Spotify, but I do have some playlists on Spotify that I really love.
Sure.
That I'm always like, damn, I wish I think that Spotify does make, I think, better playlists for me.
I think so.
But I like Apple Music more, and I think the music is clearer.
Interesting.
That's the only difference, or at least on my phone. I don't know about like playing it at home. But apparently a lot of artists are apparently pulling their music from Spotify. I don't know why.
Probably because they're not making any money from Spotify.
That's true.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But I do appreciate
we're not making any money from Spotify.
I do appreciate Spotify for who it is. I think it has books, it has the music, it has podcasts, it has the podcast videos now too as well. So this is a very interesting update, and I'm hoping that this is not signaling any kind of like Spotify leaving, because I think it's great that we have Apple Music, Spotify. I mean, Pandora is not really a thing anymore. But I'm appreciative that we have those various mediums because I use both of them a lot. So, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But that's just if you're somebody who likes to use Apple Music. Now you know that you have an easy way to move your music over.
Yeah, of course. That's good. That's good. I personally am not going to Apple Music. No offense. I'm just now considering going to Apple TV. So it's gonna be a while before I consider going to Apple Music. Spotify has treated me well, is what I'll say.
I mean, Spotify does have a lot to offer.
Yeah, it does.
They've had the lyrics for a long time. They've got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm just curious how this is going to impact. How is this going to impact the whole thing?
Yeah.
Because I want us to have more spaces to get music and entertainment, whatever, not less. So I don't want Spotify to like leave.
Yeah, of course.
But because there's still Tidal, which people use. I don't use it because I wasn't paying for it. So I was like, what's the point? So I don't use it. But like, who knows? There's just too many apps.
Yeah, there's too many apps. There's too many choices. There's too many things to
Remember
you can select.
when it used to be fun to say, "Oh, there's an app for that," and now it's really true, and
There's
too
19 apps for that one thing that you were trying to do.
The appification of our culture pisses me off because you can't even sometimes like you want to buy a ticket for something. Now you gotta go and you gotta download the app to get it. You go to the doctor's office. Now you gotta download the app to sign into the doctor's office. Yeah, you're gonna get gas at some point. You're gonna have to sign into an app to get to the thing. I'm tired of all these motherfucking apps on
this motherfucking plane.
Like it's too much. It's too much, and our phones do not give us enough fucking space, regardless of whether you pay that $2.99 to Apple or whatever to have extra space, which because it does not do anything. All right, which pisses me off. But there's too much stuff, and we've had enough.
Yeah.
Well, Funk Flex and DJ Enough. There's some stories coming out in the music world, the hip hop, New York hip hop. So this came out a few days ago. Funk Flex tweeted, "This Monday, Labor Day, September 1st, will be my last show on Hot 97 at 7 p.m. All things come to an end of an era that I enjoyed very much. I super enjoyed it all. I will make the last show a great one. Appreciate everyone who has supported me over the years." Now, when we saw that, if you could see like the comments, Missy commented, "Thank you for bringing some of my records." There's all these people like talking about it. So we were like, oh damn, like Funk Flex is leaving because he has been on Hot 97 for as long as I can remember.
For a long ass
growing up listening to him. Like that's just who it is. Him and his fucking foghorns taking over the fucking airways and not playing the damn song.
Or was it foghorns or explosions? Funk Flex explosion.
Maybe it was both.
Yeah.
And then him yell the drop. The drop of King Kong, I got nothing on me. Which is always his favorite thing, right? But there's been now some extra little there's some extra little kind of scandal going along with this because DJ Enough is out at Hot 97 after almost 27 years, almost 3 decades. So this is what DJ Enough had to say.
That Flex had a tantrum, possibly, and you know that he could be the reason why you're out.
Maybe.
Can you speak to that?
Maybe. I think so. Maybe. I can't prove it.
Okay.
But in my heart, that's what I feel happened.
Okay. Have you had a conversation with him? Have you seen him?
No.
Has he texted you saying anything?
No.
No communication at all.
No.
Do you feel slighted a little bit? I know you probably might. Yeah.
Because I don't deserve that from him.
Yeah.
Especially, him being the creator of this radio station. He gave a lot of us, the opportunity to do what we got to do, especially in hip hop and New York hip.
Yeah.
Radio. So it wasn't supposed to come from him. Anybody else, maybe, but not from him.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be my peer, my boy. We built this building and this legacy together.
Were you guys cool?
Yeah, of course we were cool.
So there's no rift.
It wasn't supposed to be no rift.
Right.
So I don't understand where it came from. That's the unclarity that I don't understand. My ratings were good, and they felt good. And we haven't had a PD in the building over a year, and our ratings were on fire. So how do you get rid of somebody when we're on top of our game, especially like against our competition? That's right. Makes no sense.
So I gotta ask you, were you truly blindsided, or sometimes when people get fired, there are some sort of hints, there are some sort of feelings?
I didn't know it.
Okay.
But my wife did. She's like, she knew something was going on.
Oh my God, women's intuition. How many other celebrities have reached out today showing you love?
C's called up.
Oh my God, yeah.
Megan
New
Wright
Yorkers.
Jim Jones, Buster called me today.
Nice.
It's nice just having the family.
Yeah.
Call. Nori did a video for me, so that was dope.
Nice. So what's next? I mean, where are we going to see you next?
Just follow at the Heavy Hitters and you'll find us, and stay tuned for part 2.
Have any people reached out yet with gigs?
Yeah, I got a couple of offers already.
Okay.
We'll figure out.
I like that for you.
We'll figure out what's happening.
And last,
I'm jumping in. Look, I'm going to Puerto Rico with the crew.
I know that's right. I need to go with y'all.
Figure it all out.
There's a
So, that kind of sucks. I think that
But it seems like DJ Enough is gonna land on this feed.
of course, the same way that like we talked about Stephen Colbert being like an institution, so I think that DJ Enough, to me, I always preferred him. And even in the comments, some people were like, I prefer DJ Enough than hearing those fucking horns and Funk Flex. That would always do. But Funk Flex, he responded to this video saying, Monday, 7 p.m. I got a story to tell. A lot of people hanging in this video. I think it's supposed to be hating, but I just told y'all don't play with me. No need for comments. Join me Monday. We continue comments then. So allegedly where he's gonna be telling us about what he's doing or what's going on, what happened. But Funk Flex is moving to the 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. slot after this Labor Day. He used to be at the 7 p.m. to midnight slot. And then some other shows are also going to be moved around. So we'll see. There was one video that came out of DJ Enough's last last set. And it kind of touched my heart. It was kind of sad. So this was, his last.
One of my direct reports looks like DJ Enough.
Leave it. I think I'm more happy to see the love in the room. But I figured since I started in 1998, we're going to finish in 1998.
It was hard. That's really hard because it's been somewhere for nearly 30 years of your life, like your whole career. This is where you started. All the people that you have been able to make these connections with, and you're working with these people day in, day out. Not just the ones on the radio show, but also like in the building and all that. Like that's a lot. And even though he can go anywhere and find these different spaces to be working, etc., having that kind of job security, especially in hip hop and in radio, is huge. So I hope that he lands on his feet. And Funk Flex, I hope that you do give some explaining to do. You have some explaining to do, and I hope we get some clarity. Like you've been on this radio show for a crazy long time, and you DJ Enough said he gave him his props. He said like he created this space, but we will have to hear. Like, I mean, you never know what's going on behind the scenes. But I will say, I mean, Funk Flex, I don't listen to Hot 97 that much anymore because I'm not really in a car anymore. But I can just remember being a little kid and trying to like record the music, whether it was on a CD, whether it was on a tape, and always being so annoyed because half the time you weren't getting the full song because you had to go through so many fucking.
That's the only reason why I appreciate the internet. In LimeWire.
Because you could actually get. But even sometimes when I would download the songs from LimeWire, they would be him on there still.
I guess it's a regional thing.
I couldn't escape it.
I guess it's a regional thing
because some
I did
songs
not have any DJ bullshit.
If there were songs that might have been like a New York song or whatever, like you would still have him on the fucking drops, and I'm like, get out of here.
You're right.
I just want to hear the fucking song. If you can't do that, I don't want to hear. All right. So, did you want to do this for what made you happy, or do you want to just do it now?
You know what? Yeah, let's go into what made us happy.
Oh, but wait, we have this one last, the Raja thing.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. Okay.
You still want to talk about that?
Yeah. So, real quick. Rampage Jackson's son, Raja Jackson. Raja Jackson. He's the famous Raja Jackson, and not famous for the good reasons like you would think. He beat the shit out of a wrestler earlier this week.
Yeah. So this is Rampage Jackson.
Yeah.
And it was his son Raja who attacked this man, Psycho Stu.
Yeah, Psycho Stu. And sorry, there's a fly buzzing around. And the video is gruesome. We're not going to show the video.
Yeah,
we're not showing the
probably
video.
Take it down.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we're not showing the video. But he basically ran in to do a spot at a wrestling show, and he actually assaulted and punched Psycho Stu like 20 something times in the face, to the point where Psycho Stu was unconscious and had to be rushed to the hospital.
Yeah.
Where he spent a week and some change in the hospital.
Yeah, but thankfully his family did say that he's out of the hospital. He's recovering, but like it's still a long road. But Rampage
knocked out some teeth.
Rampage said, or sorry, who's Sapp?
Sean Ross Sapp.
Sean Ross Sapp of
He's
Fightful.com.
a wrestling journalist.
He said, based on what I've heard, the spot with Raja Jackson at Knox Pro Wrestling was planned. However, Raja Jackson knocked the person out, renamed Psycho Stu, and followed up with a lot of heavy punches to Psycho Stu, which were not planned to do that kind of damage. Stu was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries, and they were trying to figure out what was happening to him. It also said that Smith appeared to slam a canned drink on Jackson's head at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
So allegedly that is why Jackson had such a violent response. But I'm like, if this was a wrestling match, then would that not have already been planned? Part of it?
I think, all right, based on what I've heard, the Psycho Stu?
Yeah.
Psycho Stu did the crunching the can over the head, thinking that the dude was like a wrestler. He's not. And therefore, like, I guess, I don't know if he apologized for it or whatever, but Raja was goaded on to like get a receipt, and a receipt is, in wrestling parlance, basically your get back.
Well, that's kind of what Rampage Jackson said in one of his tweets about the situation. He said, I want to clear up the misinformation about my son Raja. I've confirmed that the wrestler Stuart Smith, aka Psycho Stu, is awake and stable. Raja was unexpectedly hit in the side of the head by him moments before Smith's match. Raja was told that he could get his payback in the ring. I thought it was part of the show. It was bad judgment and a work that went wrong. Raja is an MMA fighter, not a pro wrestler, and had no business involved in an event like this. I don't condone my son's actions at all. He suffered a concussion from sparring only days ago and had no business doing anything remotely close to physical contact. As a father, I'm deeply concerned with his health and the well-being of Mr. Smith. That being said, I'm very upset that any of this happened, but my main concern now is that Mr. Smith will make a speedy recovery. I apologize on his behalf and to Kick, who showed the show, for the situation. Now, from what I've looked up, his son, was he arrested? Because I didn't see anything.
No, he wasn't. He hasn't been arrested. The LAPD are investigating, but there has not been any arrests.
Okay. Well, the good thing is that Mr. Smith is awake. He does allegedly, according to his family, have recollections of the events of the attack. So hopefully that means there's no traumatic brain injury.
Sure.
But I think it is crazy to have an MMA fighter with a wrestler. You know, like there's two different things, especially.
Well, it's not that crazy. I mean, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar are
but they are
MMA
also
fighters.
Professional entertainment wrestlers, so they have learned how to move. So like, they're very strong, they can get really physical and all of that,
but they've been taught
they know how to, they're not
pull their
in
punches.
there like
they've been taught to pull their punches,
so I think that's the thing, like sometimes, because this guy, he's not like in one of the main, he's not like in a WrestleMania or AEW
No,
or
he's
anything
not.
like that. So this seems like it's like a semi-pro or a pro, but like not WWE level wrestling. So to have somebody on like this, like you really should have had clear understanding, because from what I understand about wrestling, there's some sort of choreography with it where they've decided who's going to win, who's going to lose, how the match is going to go, and you stick to that script so that nobody gets hurt. It can still be fun, it can still be physical, but nobody's going to leave here, you know, in a stretcher.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes things do happen. We see people who are hurt all the time in WrestleMania or whatever. But I think it's like one of those things where you really have to be really careful. Like, you can't just get somebody because you think that it's cool or it's going to bring folks to the show and not give them clear information. Because, like, to tell an MMA fighter, oh, you can get your payback in the ring, for them, how that looks is completely different than from what a professional wrestler looks. And watching the video of it happening, like, you see Stewart, like, did kind of like, I don't know if it was a pile driver or did
it was a takedown. It was a like a I forget the name of it, but it's a very basic takedown.
And so he goes, but then like
But then he starts beating him in the face.
Like, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. And like someone like that, very strong, used to like fighting other people in that way, because MMA is just, you're just fighting. Like, it's not, there's no choreography, there's no moving around, like that's it. So hope we are praying for you, Mr. Smith, that you make a full recovery and you don't have any sort of long-term issues. But these wrestling promoters and everyone, they need to do better and make sure that they're giving everybody clear understanding about what they're doing before they get into that ring.
I agree. And with that being said, I think that's everything with pop culture. Do you want to go into the things that made us happy?
Sure.
All right. So what's making you happy this week?
I don't even know. I don't know. You go first.
Okay. So shout out to Cody Rhodes, who has another baby.
He does. Let me get the picture up.
Another baby girl. He is the father of 2 daughters.
His wife, Brandy Rhodes, posted up a picture with the baby saying, "Welcome to the world, Leilani Ella Runnels."
Yeah, that's his name.
That's his last name? Really? Cody Rhodes?
Yeah.
Oh. We are in love. Thank God for answered prayers. Cody, Brandy, Libby, and Lonnie. Oh, that's a cute little.
Leilani?
I guess Lonnie is going to be her little
nickname. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, that's cool.
Happy for them. The American Nightmare, his beautiful family. Is he still? No, he's not still WrestleMania champion.
The WrestleMania champion. Yes, he is the Universal champion.
The Universal.
He's currently the Universal champion.
And
Yes,
who did
he
he win
won
that
it
from?
He won it from John Cena at SummerSlam.
Yes.
We're not going to be able to watch these wrestling matches anymore because they're moving to ESPN. Today was the last.
Wow.
Today was the last pay-per-view that was on Peacock.
But don't we have on Disney Plus? It said we have ESPN now.
We can get it for extra, and I'm not doing that. I'm not.
It's literally fucking everything.
It's $30 extra.
Are you kidding me?
Do you want to pay $30?
No, I don't.
For ESPN, a thing that neither of us are even into sports.
I mean, the amount of that I am into sports does not make sense for me to spend $30 for ESPN.
No, it does not.
I would spend $5 because I know that, okay, maybe I want to watch the US Open. Maybe I want to watch the Super Bowl or something like that. There might be some basketball games here and there. The Liberties are playing, or whatever. But there's nothing about that I'm going to use $30.
It's just not a thing. It's just not a thing. But shout out to y'all for having kids. Doing this podcast with you always makes me happy. I got some good news this week that I now have to spend the rest of the week preparing for. I'm looking forward to it. I hope it goes well. And I hope that I could then talk about it later on because it's getting exhausting not being able to freely speak on this fucking podcast.
All right.
What about you? What are you? What's making you happy?
Well, of course, doing this podcast with you and getting a chance to spend time with you, of course. This week, I don't know, it feels like a blur. What did I even do this week?
What did you do?
Did I see anybody this week?
You saw Juan Chico.
I did. That made me happy.
Juan Chico and Otto.
I got to see Juan Chico and Otto and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to go see Miss Congeniality in the park.
Yes.
And let me tell you, Miss Congeniality is chef's kiss, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Still amazing, still hilarious, still an iconic film.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, there's still like the, when you're watching movies from the 90s and the 2000s, you're like, what's going to be problematic in here? So there's always some kind of like slightly little shenanigan-y things that you're like, oh, that's problematic. But I think that for the most part, it still stands up to the test of time. And now I want to watch Miss Congeniality too, because that one has Regina King in it.
Sure.
So yeah, that made me happy. And yeah, school starts in a few days.
So you got to get back on a sleep schedule.
I know it's hard. I really don't know how I'm going to do it because it's been fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm, that kind of is in some ways making me happy. But otherwise, just like living life, being here, and figuring it all out.
Mm-hmm.
Adulting.
Mm-hmm.
But why'd you take it off?
Because we're wrapping up.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
No. Oh, I can't anymore. You took the ticker off.
Okay. Oh, shit.
What happened?
I kicked the thing. I didn't mean to do that.
Well, if that's all, then that's all.
Yeah, if that's everything, then that's everything. Tune in next week for more of the Black and Sturdy podcast. Hopefully, now that we are caught up on everything with the exception of YouTube, we will be uploading these on a regular basis. Until next time, take it easy, keep it sleazy. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snurdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snurdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's ThatsOD.E. And on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Sturdy podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember,
bye.
Boy.
Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.